Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are here with the monthly closeout for the month of July. And we are definitely over by a lot this month. Yeah, so let's get into it. We are over in Easy Pass by $110 because of the traveling that we did for visiting colleges for my daughter. So I'm just going to cover that with this cushion that we have in that account. Obviously, again, we're over in my husband's gas because of the traveling. So I am going to cover that with our saving sweep category. If you're new here, this is the money that we set aside to help offset any overspending because, no budget is perfect. There's always going to be ebbs and flows. And the hope is that we can sweep the money into savings, hence the saving sweep. But that hasn't been happening recently. And yeah, so we're going to cover the $202.29 with this money. Okay. So the colleges that we did go see for my daughter, she wants to do crew in college, so we did meet coaches. These were very specific recruitment visits that we went to. So I did put it under crew. It's just where I categorized the expenses for like travel and stuff like that. So as you can see, we spent $523.65 on traveling to these colleges because we did have to do some overnight trips, or rather my husband did those overnight trips. I was here with my dogs. I'm sorry guys, we lost my dog yesterday, so I thought I was going to be able to do this without crying, but yeah, she was 14 and it was her birthday yesterday, and we ended up having to put her down because somehow she twisted her stomach, and the surgery was going to be between $10,000 and $15,000, and because of her age, they didn't really recommend it. So, yeah. Anyway, I stayed with my dogs for those trips. So anyway, we're gonna cover this overspending with the saving sweep money. Sorry, I thought I was going to be able to do this. I didn't think I was going to cry. Yeah. Though God's timing is perfect because she's really my daughter's dog, and my daughter was home for these 2 weeks. She's home last week and this week. And it was the only week she was going to be home out of the whole summer. And so she got to spend this past week on vacation with her. We literally got back from vacation yesterday, and my daughter put her on the deck for water, give her water while we were bringing everything in, and came out, and her stomach was like expanded like a balloon. Still processing it all. Anyway, let me cover this this overspending. $523.65 That leaves us with $8.07 in there, so I'm just going to move that $8.07 to cover a portion of restaurants and entertainment. Okay, so for restaurants and entertainment, we are overspent. I mean, we were overspent by a little more than that because I just moved the $8 there, but $309.59. What I did do was I did pull in some of the money from our 6-month emergency fund because we're just over, and I don't know, I'm probably gonna have to do that again next month because of the vet expenses that we had. They're not on this closeout because they happened in August, but anyways, so what I'm gonna do is I actually pulled in $1,000 more into our baby emergency fund from our 6-month emergency fund. And so if we come down here, I added that 1,000 in, I transferred it into our baby emergency fund, and I'm going to use this to cover the remainder of the overspending that we had. And I also I made a note to myself to update the target for this. So instead of 2,000, it's going to be 3,000 because I want to get that other 1,000 now back into our 6-month emergency fund. So we're going to come over here first. And I'm going to update this target and make it 3,000. So that would refill our baby emergency fund and put money back into our 6-month emergency fund. Okay. So now I updated the target, and let's cover the remainder of our overspending here with the emergency fund. So we have to put $309.59 to restaurants and entertainment. And we have to put $123.68 to car repairs. My husband had to put a new wheel bearing on his car. So, yeah. So I'm just going to cover that $123.68. And then doctor's copays. We were overspent by $20. These are just, I think these are just the remnants of copays from my husband's surgeries and things like that. So anyway, let's cover that 20. And the final one that we were overspent in was home decor and furnishings because we are still purchasing things for my daughter's room. We're almost done with that. I think we have a desk, a nightstand, and then my daughter wants a new mattress. I'm trying to hold off on the mattress thing because they're in twins right now, my two daughters, and I'm thinking that if my other daughter, who graduated college and is done and has her big girl job, leaves within the next 2 years before my other daughter comes home, she's going to want the bigger room with the bigger bed. Or a bigger bed. And then I spent money on a mattress that she maybe slept on a couple times while she was home from school. So, I don't know. We're in talks about the mattress. But anyways, I still need to get a desk and a nightstand. She's hopefully going to pick that out this week while she's home. But anyway, sorry if you could hear them. All the girls are home. The 3 girls are together. They can get loud when they're all together. Alright, so let me cover the 535 with this. Okay. So now all of our overspending has been accounted for. And unfortunately, we did have to go into my 6-month emergency fund, and probably will again this month as well, because of vet expenses. But that's just, I guess, how it goes in life sometimes. Alright, let's look at our reports and our overall spending breakdown. So overall for the month of July, we spent $8,085.78. These numbers never cease to just amaze me at how friggin' expensive it is. I couldn't believe the cost of that surgery when they said that. I mean, I knew, it could be expensive, but 10 to 15,000, and they said it was probably going to be closer to the 15 because of her age. She was going to need way more, what do you call that? Monitoring. Anyway, yeah. This world is so expensive. Anyway, $8,085.78 is what was spent. The bulk of that is in monthly fixed expenses. So for monthly fixed expenses, we spent $4,397.50. The bulk of that being our mortgage, which is $2,687.44. Car insurance is $46.54. Our gas and electric bill is $325. Our water bill this month is $285. That's because we had opened our pool, so it's always higher when we get the bill for opening our pool. My husband's life insurance is $200.01. Cell phones is $138.85. Easy Pass was $135 this month. Internet was $89.65. This is a category that I just got the new bill for and is going up, so I will have to call and try to see if I can get a lower price on that. My mind is just not there for this kind of stuff, to be honest with you. And my life insurance, which is $49.18. And we have been having a billing issue with our dental insurance. So normally we have to pay for our dental insurance. They have not sent us a bill in 2 months. And I called and I left a message, and some lady left a message back saying you could just send us a check for X amount of dollars. And I'm like, and usually they have in the bill like the return envelope with prepaid, and I don't even care about the stamp. But it's just like, I don't even have an address to send it to, and I'm not going to just send a random check with no, stub or anything, and, I don't understand what the billing issue is there. We had a billing glitch a couple months, back in December or January, where they missed a bill and they didn't send it to us. And then I thought they'd catch up with us the next month, and, the next 2 or 3 months, the bill was normal. And then they finally, caught up with us in, March or April and sent us a double bill. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on with that company. And I don't know. I'm going to have to call them again tomorrow now that we're back, because I told the woman, I was like, I need a bill. I'm not mailing you a check without a bill. And I haven't gotten a bill. So that would normally be in here too, but it is not. So then, uh, for our sinking funds, we spent $2,050.32. Um, a large majority of that, as you see here, was on redoing the girls' room for $535. The travel that we incurred for seeing coaches for doing crew in college for my daughter, and then restaurants and entertainment was $437.66. Some of that was travel also related. Car repairs for my husband's car, $159.18. Tithe was $105. Car repairs for my car, $97. Not even sure what we did to my car. Control arms. Oh, I forgot about that. So the $97 is actually transmission fluid, but my car needed control arms apparently, and so my husband just paid cash. He had birthday money set aside from his birthday, and being that we were like kind of bleeding money, he was like, I'm just gonna pay cash. I'm gonna use my birthday money. So that's why that didn't come out in the wash, because it was almost like it negated each other here. But yeah. So he just basically, he had gotten a lot of money, not this past year, but the year before. He had a 50th birthday. And so he just used some of that money that he had set aside, that I don't even know what he was planning on getting with it, but he used it to fix the car, because as you can see, we just, when it rains it pours. Anyway, $75 to my son's step account. I think that was because he was away with my sister-in-law. Oh no, that says it's for Chili's. I thought I sent him money for my sister-in-law, but either way, he gave us the money for that, so that's technically, we did not spend that. Doctor's copay is $50. Car inspection is $37 for my car. My son's lacrosse, we paid, don't even get me started with this, but we paid $35 for another U.S. lacrosse membership to extend his membership year, because we've had to pay it initially when he did this tournament thing in June, because I don't need to keep the membership for the high school team, but I needs that membership for any of the other travel teams and stuff like that, because it carries the insurance or something like that. I don't know. So anyway, he tried out for this travel team again, because it was part of the agreement that he made. He was going to do this travel team in June, and then tryouts in July for the fall all year team, which he did make. But they wanted like $6,000, and I was like, and that was just the base price, and then tax, like after you check out, it's like taxes and everything on it, and I was like, I'm not paying no $6,000. But in order to even get into the thing, to like start the registration process after you get notified that you made the team, you have to have a valid USA lacrosse membership. And because his membership would have expired in like June of next year, and the season goes through till July, they wouldn't accept his current one. So I had to pay for another one that takes him all the way to like June of 2028, I guess. I don't even know. But only to find out that the team is going to be like $7,000 or $6,000 and change plus tax. I don't even know. I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So anyway, Oh, I feel like my life is insane right now. Rob's personal purchases. I don't know. He spent 3301. Headphone. He bought a repair kit for his headphones because the phone was messed up, and then he pays for television subscriptions. Um, because he likes to watch TV. I'll watch it if it's on, but I'm a book person, so he pays for these out of his own pocket. And if there's no money for it, there's no money for it. It just we cancel it. But anyway, that's what he paid for. He bought. Um, Dog food was $24.92. Clothes $19.82. I'm not even sure what that was. Oh, my husband needed a bathing suit for when we were going away. Prescriptions. I had to pick up my vitamin D, and I bought something else. I don't know. What did it say? Oh, Debrox for my ears. Did you ever hear of dry ear? Okay, so apparently my ears were cracking like crazy, like snap, like Rice Krispie treat people moved into my ear. And so apparently I did Google it. I didn't go to the doctor, and they said that it could be from dry ear, and that it's because you wear headphones a lot, which I have been because I've been like listening to your guys' videos and editing and all that stuff. So anyway, they said there is things they sell specifically for dry air, but they said you can use Debrox because it will work both if it's wax or if it wasn't. So I did that, and it did clear it up. But anyways, a whole nother side note. Never even heard of dry ear before. And then we sent $12 to my daughter. Okay, so I had storage issues, so I'm gonna try to get through this real fast. So Allison, we gave her money, $12 towards books. Yeah, not even sure what that was all about, but anyways, that's what we did. Track phones, we had to purchase data for my son's phone because he ran out of data, and these are at zero, so I'm not sure why they are there. So that's what we spent in sinking funds. For weekly expenses, we spent a total of $1,637.96. Most of that was in groceries. Groceries was $883.24. Gas for my husband's car, $442.29. We did a lot of college visits. Gas for my car, $213.16. College expenses for my daughter was $107.29. That was just graduation photos, and all of that came to $1,637.96. I will say that we did do good on groceries this month because I was using the calculator method, and that did help. So I'm going to continue to do that. Hopefully, it continues to help. But anyway, so yeah, so altogether, the spending was $8,085.78. Still completely mind blowing that it cost that much. But, anyways, yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share my channel with others. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.